Hello, my dear students. Welcome to IK Sir Chemistry classes. Here we are in lecture number 7 on IR spectroscopy applied to inorganic chemistry. This video has been prepared in accordance with the syllabus of MSc final year inorganic chemistry students. This video will be highly useful to NET GRF and GATE aspirants also. In this video, we will discuss the elucidation, the determination of a structure of dinitrogen complexes. Now, the question arises, what are dinitrogen complexes? The complex compounds in which N2 molecule acts as ligand are called dinitrogen complexes. N2 molecule acts as a potential ligand and it can be coordinated to the metal atom in a number of ways. The various modes of linkages of N2 molecule to the metal atom in dinitrogen complexes are given on the next slide. But before going to the next slide, let us see the structure of N2 molecule. It consists of two nitrogen atoms bonded together by a triple bond consisting of one sigma bond and two pi bonds. N2 molecule contains electron pair on both the nitrogen atoms and this electron pair is weakly bonding in nature. N2 molecule can be coordinated to the metal atom through this electron pair or this electron pair or through pi electron pairs. Thus, N2 molecule can be coordinated to the metal atom in dinitrogen complexes in various ways. Various modes of coordination of N2 to metal are represented below. If the metal atom is present along the NN bond of N2 molecule, it is called end-on linkage. End-on linkage if metal is present along the NN bond. In this mode of linkage, N2 molecule is terminal ligand. It is attached to only one metal atom and its hapticity is 1, which has been represented as eta 1. Now the question arises, what is hapticity? The number of atoms of a ligand which are bonded directly or associated closely to the metal atom in a complex compound is called its hapticity. In this mode of linkage, only one nitrogen atom of N2 molecule is attached to metal atom and hence its hapticity is 1. This mode of linkage is called end-on terminal, which is represented by eta 1. This is also end or mode of linkage, but N2 molecule acts as a bridging ligand. It is coordinated to two metal atoms simultaneously. It is called end-on bridging mode of linkage. Why end-on? Because metal atom is present along NN bond. Its hapticity is 1. The one nitrogen atom of N2 molecule is directly bonded to metal atom. Its hapticity 1 and it is denoted by eta 1 and eta 1 for both the metal atoms and hence it is denoted by mu bis eta 1. Bis means 2. N2 molecule acts as monohaptoligand for both the metal atoms. If the metal atom is present in a perpendicular direction to the NN bond, it is called side-on linkage. And N2 molecule acts as a terminal ligand in this case because it is bonded to only one metal atom. In this case, the hapticity of N2 molecule is 2 because it's both the nitrogen atoms are closely associated to the metal atom. It is represented by eta 2. This is side-on terminal mode of linkage which is denoted by eta 2. The hapticity of N2 molecule in this mode of linkage is 2. And in the fourth one, there is side-on bridging mode of linkage. N2 molecule is a bridging ligand. It is coordinated to two metal atoms simultaneously, and metal atom is present in a perpendicular direction to the NN bond, and hence it is side-on mode of linkage. N2 molecule acts as a bridging ligand, and hence it is called side-on bridging. Since N2 molecule is a bridging ligand, it is denoted by mu, and the hapticity of N2 molecule for this metal atom is 2, because both the nitrogen atoms are closely associated to the metal atom, and it is dihaptoligand for both the metal atoms, and hence it is represented as bis eta 2. Infrared spectroscopy is quite useful in the elucidation of a structure of dinitrogen complexes. Free N2 molecule is IR inactive. This is free N2 molecule, and it does not exhibit absorption peak in the IR spectrum because it is IR inactive. Why it is IR inactive? Because it is a non-polar molecule, and its stretching mode of vibration does not lead to change in its dipole moment. Only those molecules are IR active whose vibration leads to change in its dipole moment. Vibrating N2 molecule is shown in the following figure. This is the mean position. It is compressed position in which both the nitrogen atoms are moving inwards, and it is a stretched position in which both the nitrogen atoms are moving outwards. But there is no charge on nitrogen atom in all the three cases, and hence dipole moment is 0 in mean position, compressed position, as well as in the stretched position. It is obvious that the dipole moment of N2 molecule does not change during vibration, and hence it is IR inactive. It cannot absorb IR radiation. However, free N2 molecule is Raman active because the polarizability of this molecule changes periodically during vibration. N2 molecule, that is free N2 molecule, exhibits a spectral line at 2331 centimeter inverse in the vibrational Raman spectrum. Free N2 molecule exhibits a spectral line at 2331 centimeter inverse in the vibrational Raman spectrum, but it is IR inactive. It does not exhibit absorption peak in the IR spectrum. Now a term, polarizability ellipsoid. The polarizability of a molecule in various directions is conventionally represented by drawing a polarizability ellipsoid. It means the polarizability of a molecule in different directions is represented by drawing a polarizability ellipsoid. What is polarizability ellipsoid? The polarizability ellipsoid is defined as a three-dimensional surface. Polarizability ellipsoid is defined as a three-dimensional surface whose distance from the electrical center of the molecule is proportional to 1 by under root AI. Polarizability ellipsoid is defined as a three-dimensional surface whose distance from the electrical center of molecule is proportional to 1 by under root AI, where AI is polarizability. In the case of N2 molecule, the electrical center is also the center of gravity of the molecule. This is the polarizability ellipsoid. Three terms are involved here: O, R and I. O is the electrical center of molecule. In the case of N2 molecule, it is also the center of gravity. I is a point on the surface of polarizability ellipsoid. This is the electrical center, and I is a point on the surface of polarizability ellipsoid. And R is the distance of point I from electrical center O of the molecule. R is the length of OI. AI, now the term AI. It is the polarizability of molecule along the line OI. The polarizability of molecule along the line OI is AI. This is polarizability of the molecule along the line OI. As we have seen earlier, that this distance R is inversely proportional to under root AI. That is, R is proportional to 1 by under root AI, where AI is the polarizability of molecule along the line OI. It is obvious from this expression that where the polarizability AI is the greatest, if AI is the greatest, is the maximum, R will be the minimum. The axis to the ellipsoid, that is R, will be minimum. It means if R is minimum, polarizability will be maximum. Here R is the minimum R, and hence the polarizability of this molecule will be maximum in this direction. On the other hand, R is maximum in this direction, and hence the polarizability will be the minimum along this direction. Polarizability ellipsoid of N2 molecule is given below. It is N2 molecule. This is front nitrogen atom. This is rear nitrogen atom. If the electron present here of N2 molecule is displaced in this direction, it will be attracted back by the nuclei of both the nitrogen atoms, and hence it will be hardly polarized. It will be displaced hardly. It means N2 molecule is less polarizable in this direction, and hence the axis to the ellipsoid is the maximum in this direction. Least polarizability, maximum axis to the ellipsoid. On the other hand, the electron of N2 molecule present here is displaced in this direction. It will be attracted back by only one nucleus, and hence this electron can be displaced more easily, and it means N2 molecule is more polarizable in this direction. And if the polarizability is greater, the axis to the ellipsoid will be lower. This is why N2 molecule is more polarizable in this direction and less polarizable in this direction. Change in polarizability of vibrating N2 molecule is shown below. This is mean position, compressed position and a stretched position. In the stretched position, the nuclei of two nitrogen atoms are far apart, and N2 molecule can be polarized most easily in the stretched position, and this is why the Polaris ellipsoid has a smaller dimension in all the directions. Smaller the polarizability ellipsoid, greater will be its polarizability. In the compressed position, two nitrogen atoms are close to each other, and if the electron is displaced, it will be attracted back more strongly by nitrogen atoms, by the nuclei of nitrogen atoms, and hence in the compressed position N2 molecule is less polarizable, and accordingly the polarizability ellipsoid has greater dimension. Lower the polarizability, larger will be the polarizability ellipsoid. When N2 molecule is coordinated to metal atom forming dinitrogen complex. If N2 molecule is coordinated to metal atom forming a dinitrogen complex, it may become IR active. Free N2 molecule is IR inactive. When it is coordinated to metal atom forming a dinitrogen complex, it may become IR active, as happens in the case of its most common mode of linkage, which is end-on terminal. The most common mode of linkage of N2 molecule in dinitrogen complexes is end-on terminal. We have already seen that N2 molecule can be coordinated to the metal atom in 4 different ways, but the most common of them is end-on terminal, and in this mode of linkage N2 molecule is IR active. N2 molecule consists of triple bond between two nitrogen atoms comprising of 1 sigma bond and 2 pi bonds. This is N2 molecule, 1 sigma bond and 2 pi bond, and the electron pairs present on nitrogen atoms are weakly bonding in nature, as we have already explained earlier. The bond order of N2 molecule can be given by Nb minus Na by 2. That is number of electrons in bonding MOs minus number of electrons in anti-bonding MOs divided by 2. Number of electrons in the bonding MOs are 6, and there are no electrons in anti-bonding MOs. Accordingly, the bond order in N2 molecule is 3. N2 molecule contains filled pi 2px and pi 2py molecular orbitals, vacant pi 2px star and pi 2py star anti-bonding molecular orbitals, filled sigma type orbitals on both the nitrogen atoms which are weakly bonding in nature. The formation of N2 to metal sigma bond in end-on terminal and end-on bridging mode of linkages leads to the transfer of weakly bonding electrons of N2 molecule to vacant hybrid orbital of metal atom. In this bonding, N2 to metal sigma bonding, the weakly bonding electrons of N2 molecule are transferred to metal atom, and if weakly bonding electrons are transferred, the NN bond, it leads to decrease in NN bond order of coordinated N2 molecule. In nutshell, we can say that if N2 to metal sigma bond is formed, the weakly bonding electron pair of N2 molecule is transferred to vacant hybrid orbital of metal atom, and it leads to decrease in NN bond order of coordinated N2 molecule. On the other hand, the formation of N2 to M sigma bond in side-on terminal and side-on bridging linkage leads to transfer of pi bonding electrons of N2 molecule to vacant hybrid orbital of metal atom. In side-on terminal and side-on bridging mode of linkage, the metal atom is attached to N2 molecule through the pi electron pair of N2 molecule. In this mode of linkage, the pi electron pair of N2 molecule is transferred to metal atom, and if bonding electrons, pi bonding electrons of N2 molecule are transferred to a metal atom, it will result. It also leads to decrease in NN bond order of coordinated N2 molecule. Thus, in both end-on terminal and side-on terminal, as well as end-on bridging and side-on bridging modes of linkages, the formation of N2 to M sigma bond leads to decrease in NN bond order of N2 molecule. In all the modes of sigma bonding, either through electron pair of nitrogen atom or through the bonding pi electron pairs of N2 to metal atom, leads to decrease in NN bond order. The formation of metal 2N2 pi bond. If there is formation of metal 2N2 pi bond, it involves the transfer of electron density from the metal atom to vacant pi star MO of N2 molecule, and hence it also leads to decrease in NN bond order. Thus, during the formation of N2 to metal sigma bond, NN bond order decreases, and during the formation of metal to N2 pi bond, the NN bond order also decreases. This is why IR absorption peak of coordinated N2 molecule is obtained invariably at lower wave number than 2331 centimeter inverse, which is the absorption peak of free N2 molecule having bond order equal to 3. But the coordinated N2 molecule has bond order less than 3, and hence its IR absorption peak is obtained always at a wave number lower than 2331 centimeter inverse. The coordinated N2 molecule in dinitrogen complexes with end-on terminal mode of linkage exhibits IR absorption peak usually in the region 1850 to 2250 centimeter inverse due to NN stretching mode of vibration. In end-on terminal mode of linkage, coordinated N2 molecule exhibits an absorption peak in the IR spectrum usually in the range 1850 to 2250 centimeter inverse due to NN stretching mode of vibration. An example is given here. Ru N2 NH3 whole 5 Br2 exhibits an absorption band in the IR spectrum not F, IR spectrum at 2105 centimeter inverse, which falls in this range. In this dinitrogen complex, there is end-on terminal mode of linkage of N2 to Ru2 plus ion. In the end-on bridging mode of coordination, N2 molecule is IR inactive because it is attached to two identical metal atoms and its vibration does not lead to the change in dipole moment. In this type of linkage, end-on bridging mode of coordination, in which N2 molecule is attached to two metal atoms which are identical, it is IR inactive because its vibration does not lead to change in dipole moment. However, in such mode of linkage, N2 molecule is Raman active. An example is given here. NH3 whole 5 Ru, N2 Ru, NH3 whole 5, overall 4 positive charge. In this dinitrogen complex, N2 molecule acts as end-on bridging ligand which is attached to two identical metal atoms. In this mode of linkage, N2 molecule is IR inactive because its vibration does not lead to change in dipole moment. However, in this mode of linkage also, N2 molecule is Raman active. It does not exhibit IR absorption band in the region 1850 cm inverse to 2250 cm inverse due to this region. What reason? The dipole moment of N2 molecule does not change during vibration. However, a strong absorption band appears at 2100 cm in its Raman spectrum. This N2 molecule is IR inactive but Raman active. However, if N2 molecule is bridged between two different metal atoms, this metal atom and this metal atom are different. In this mode of linkage, N2 molecule becomes IR active because its vibration leads to the change in dipole moment. An example is given here. Cl Me PH2P whole 4 Re N2 molecule CrCl3 tetrahydrofuran whole 2. In this mode of linkage, in this terminal, in this end-on bridging mode of linkage, N2 molecule is attached to rhenium atom on one side and chromium atom on the other side, and hence it is IR active. It exhibits an absorption band in the IR spectrum at 1875 cm inverse due to a stretching mode of vibration of coordinated N2 molecule. In a pair of dinitrogen complexes and metal carbonyl where metal and other ligands are identical, if we compare a dinitrogen complex and a metal carbonyl both having the same metal and same other ligands, the fractional lowering of N2 and CO frequencies are nearly identical. It means change in vibrational frequency of coordinated CO by vibrational frequency of free CO 2143 cm inverse is approximately equal to change in vibrational frequency of coordinated N2 divided by vibrational frequency of free N2 molecule 2331 cm inverse. It means the lowering in the stretching frequency of CO group is approximately equal to the lowering of stretching frequency of N2 molecule. The weakening of CO bond in a metal carbonyl is entirely due to the formation of metal to CO pi bonding or back bonding. As we have discussed earlier in a detailed way that the coordinated CO has lower frequency, has lower bond order than free CO, and it happens due to the formation of metal to CO pi bonding, in which the electron density of metal is transferred to anti-bonding pi star MO of CO molecule, and it leads to decrease in carbon-oxygen bond order and carbon-oxygen bond energy. The weakening of carbon-oxygen bond in metal carbonyl is entirely due to the formation of metal to CO pi bonding. But in the case of dinitrogen complexes, the weakening of NN bond results from both N2 to M sigma bond, in which weakly bonding electrons of N2 molecule are transferred to metal atom. And in metal to N2 pi bond, the electron density is transferred from metal atom to pi star MO of N2. Let us see again. In metal carbonyls, the weakening of CO bond is mainly due to metal to CO pi bonding. While in dinitrogen complexes, the weakening of NN bond is due to two factors. But the weakening of these two bonds is approximately equal. It means the metal to CO pi bond or back bond of metal carbonyl is almost as strong as both sigma bond and pi bond of dinitrogen complex. The metal to CO pi bond of a metal carbonyl is as strong as both N2 to M sigma bond and M to N2 pi bond. It means both sigma bond and pi bond of dinitrogen complex are weaker than that formed by CO molecule in metal carbonyl. It means these two bonds in combined way as strong as metal to CO pi bond in metal carbonyl. It means, let us draw some conclusion. N2 molecule is a weaker ligand than CO molecule in both sigma donor and pi acceptor functions. Both sigma bond and pi bond of metal dinitrogen complex are weaker than that in metal carbonyl. It means N2 molecule is weaker ligand than CO in both sigma donor and pi acceptor functions. This is why dinitrogen complexes are less stable than metal carbonyls. Thank you for watching the video with patience. Please like and share. If you have not subscribed my channel yet, please subscribe it. Thank you again.